One. Bright lights. And hello everyone. Welcome back. We got almost everybody here today. Unfortunately, J5 could not make it again. At this point, he's gonna skip the entire arc. But the story must go on. And so, let's just skip today with us and start as usual with last session. Wait, is this the right? I feel like this is the. Nope, this is the wrong one. One second. Let me get a summary real quick. Benefits of having everything online. Okay, so last session, you guys began to go through the many rooms of the Ark. First, you guys freed a chained warforge, allowing it to flow up to the ceiling, and it was replaced by another statue chained to an eye of the beast from far beyond. Next, Kane, you were able to go through an obstacle course with the help of some magical items, only later needing to melt said items into another artifact that you need to progress. Afterwards, you guys were forced to test your feats in strength, where Paya stood victorious by the very end.
Yeah.
However, the party then needed to cut him, which caused him to disappear, replaced by the artifact that you needed to progress. And then finally, you guys entered UV's room, where you guys are immediately tossed in the middle of a war as you escort a large machine while a larger fallen chase you down. In the end, you guys were able to leave while the large machine stopped the fallen, leaving you with another room completed. So, now you stand in the hallway once more. You stand in the art gallery area once more.
The last thing.
I know. Hold on. Jeez. Calm down. I'm getting there. So now you're in the art gallery. 4 rooms completed. 1 more remained. You open the door and you're immediately greeted to a large empty room. Darkness all around. The only thing that catches your attention is a lone campfire at the center of the room, as well as some bedrolls surrounding it. What do you guys do?
The campfire is on.
Yep, the campfire is on. The fire is burning. If I recall correctly, there was a pot of something being cooked on the fire as well. Something savory, something meaty. You can smell it from all the way where you are right now.
Go to the campsite then?
I'm sorry?
Or go to the campsite?
All right.
Yeah, go take a look.
So Agnes and Kane were the first one to enter the room and begin making their way towards the campfire. One by one, the rest of your party members as well.
I think Artyom will trail behind, looking around just in case.
All right, looking around just in case. And as you do so, Artyom, you look at your party. They look weary, tired. And looking around, the room itself is empty. At least you assume so, because after a certain point, other than the location that is illuminated by the campfire, everything else is just darkness. You guys gather around the campfire, and indeed, inside the pot on the campfire is a stew. Seemingly freshly cooked, because the meat in there is not completely fallen apart or anything. It's not like it's been there for a long time. It seems to be recently cooked. It smells nice. And what do you call the 8 bedrolls that is arranged neatly around the campfire seems weirdly inviting in this campfire. In
I don't
this
trust it.
dungeon.
Never sleep in a dungeon.
Well, we slept in dungeons so many times, kid. I don't know what you're talking about. We just
Yeah,
had
but
a.
we never slept in a dungeon where they literally rolled it out for us. This it feels like a trap.
Well, I think this is Hare's room, and he was a bard, so maybe we just need to tell stories around the campfire type of thing. What stew is what is cooking?
Looking inside, you taste the meat a bit because inside it just looks like meat right now. It's definitely some kind of red meat, but beyond that, you're unable to identify it without tasting.
I'll taste it.
It tastes really nice. It's not just your usual stew that you just toss a bunch of ingredients in and hope for the best. It's actually mixed with several spices and herbs.
Take note, Ignis.
And, and it does taste like veal, actually. So deer meat. Something that people who travel a lot would be familiar with, which you guys do.
Do you think it's pretty
This is like dungeon cookies all over again.
Okay,
That's true, and the dungeon
And-
cookies were okay.
yeah. So let's grab a bowl, tell stories around the campfire and shit, and then maybe sleep.
I don't know if I'll sleep, but I'll tell some stories.
Okay, go for it.
You want me to start?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of story.
All right, well, don't feel intimidated when you hear how amazing my story is.
Promise I won't.
All right. So, do you want me to like sit here and tell a whole story, or do you want me to just describe the story?
Yeah, describe the story is fine, but you can
All right,
tell the
so-
whole thing if you want to.
I'm not going to literally tell the whole story. That'd take like 20 minutes. So the story takes place in a small village in the hills, like a sort of grassy knoll, constant with fog, a little dreary. And it focuses on the baker's daughter. Now, the baker's daughter, she grew up the whole time wanting to become a hat maker. But, that was kind of frowned upon in the city. Didn't really think you'd make much money with that. But this little girl made friends with a crow, and the crow would bring all these, materials for this little girl to work with in exchange for bread from the bakery. So over time, she collected all these beautiful feathers and sparkly gemstones and rocks, and she made these hats that word spread were so opulent and fancy. And then one day, because of these hats that she made, they were getting too much attention in town, and as more attention came into town, the crow started getting attention, and then like the crow gets kidnapped by this witch who wants to use the crow for her own purposes because she recognizes this crow as like a special kind of magical animal. It's smarter than the average, so it's like a sort of familiar. And so this little girl then goes off on an adventure to rescue her crow. And the story kind of just meanders about her going from place to place, meeting strange magical people and creatures. And she kind of learns to grow out of her shell and become a stronger, more resilient person as she finally reaches the witch's den where the crow is being kept. And she can use her wits to rescue the crow. And when she does rescue the crow, she becomes a witch herself because she had like magic all along. And that's the story.
The
Well,
crowd goes. As
The crowd.
a crowd of 7 people gonna go and clap at each other. Ooh.
One person's like way too enthusiastic about it in the background.
I'm sure it's Haley in the background. Yeah, but people are. It's kind of like a strange place to start telling stories. People were listening throughout, but afterwards, everybody kind of looks around expectantly for some kind of divine light or a clue or a key that will fall down from the sky, allowing you to progress. But nothing like that happens. The stew at this point have been half completed as everybody listens to the story while eating as well. And at this point, everybody kind of starts to feel a little bit sleepy after a nice full stomach and a nice story and having beds right next to you.
Hmm.
Hold up. Were there
I still
beds there
trust
before?
this.
Yeah, the beds, I mean the bedrolls, yes.
Oh, okay.
They've been
So
there.
they didn't just appear after
No. Our beds did not just suddenly appear. It was
I don't know
there
if I
when you
trust
came
this.
I
I
don't
don't
trust
know.
it either.
Well, if you don't trust it, maybe you can keep watch. I will sleep.
I'll keep watch, sure. I'm not very injured, and I don't need to get magic stuff back, so.
All right.
Then Besmirtny can join you.
Some of the group are in agreement. Some of them are okay to sleep, but people like Oleya, for example, is not gonna sleep in such a place. He's starting to have eye bags
Alright.
under his eyes, but you know, it's a usual thing for him, apparently.
I want to teach, while we're awake, I want to teach Oleya and Besmirtny, like, yarn tricks. Like, I'll get my rope out, and I'll teach him cat's cradle and other little, like, ways to...
Wait, yarn tricks? What's this?
Yeah, you ever heard of cat's cradle?
No, what's that?
Here,
I have
I'll
to
show him a
Google
picture.
this.
Cat's cradle, Jacob's ladder. They're little games to do with yarn.
Okay, so you can like weave yarn together, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're not really making anything, but they're like ways to use yarn. You use the yarn to either play a game or to just make intricate shapes.
Ah, okay, I see now. Besmirtny, huh? I don't know. I don't think Besmirtny will be.
The comedian inside of me wants him to be like really good at it, but
At the
the
same
realist
time-
in me.
See,
I feel
The
like
way-
Besmirtny will be trying a couple of times and then just throws the thing down and starts chopping
Exactly,
it up
starts
on the floor.
butchering it, yeah.
just the way Kane's logic is going is he's like, well, he's like a crab, and crabs are like cousins to spiders, and spiders are really good with weaving.
At first, it seems like it's trying to, but yeah, after a while, it gets frustrated and just starts butchering the yarn that you gave him. Oleya, on the other hand, is actually trying, just to spend some time. Not going well though, given that he's lacking the dexterity that you have, but it's getting there. A little bit misshapen, but it's getting there. As you guys,
Hell yeah.
as you guys keep watch, I'm gonna need all of you to go ahead with perception check for me, please. 3 of you.
Okay.
Can Besmirtny be helping Kane?
Sure. Kane with advantage. Oleya roll by himself.
This was a wink at camera moment for me.
Oleya roll perception. He rolled a 15. As you guys are waiting, you look around, you can see everybody else is deep in slumber already. It's just the 3 of you remaining. And you can see at some point, you're not sure when, Kane, Oleya kind of dozed off as well on his bedroll. He was kind of like lying, propping up his head with one hand, just trying to stay awake. But at some point, he dozed off, leaving Besmirtny and yourself the only ones up.
There's a lot of background noise coming in, by the way. I don't know if you're like
From me.
folding paper or something. but it's a lot.
Hello?
It might be me. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm at my desk. I'm fidget. I'm sorry.
Okay. No worries. Alright. And Kane, as you wait and wait, you don't see. Yeah, you're the only one up right now. So while you are resting, you begin to see kind of like these silvery strands of not sure what begin to descend from your friends. It kind of comes out from a little bit to the right or to the left of their temple. The silvery string begins to seep out from their heads. And they all kind of coalesce somewhere on the floor right next to these people.
What?
Silky strands.
Yeah. Almost like a spider web. You know how thin it is, how light it is. It almost looks like that. It kind of shimmers a little bit next to the fire, but the tip of the string kind of lands somewhere on the floor in an empty space next to the people who are sleeping, and the string just kind of starts to slowly come together next to their bodies.
I kind of look at Besmirtney and I look back at the string. I'm gonna wait out a few more seconds just to see what happens.
All right. So while Kane is sitting there, observing this, Ignis,
Yeah.
you are having a really nice sleep. It's been a while since the sleep that you're having here is so restful that I feel like you haven't had such a sleep for a long time. Feels like the last time you're able to sleep without worry like this was even before you left for your adventure. You awoke with a start and realize you are being shaken up by your mother. Come on. We have... You forgot about our tea time? It's the last one. Come on. Stand, kinda helps you to help you stand up, and you realize you are much lighter than you remember, given that your mom is able to pick you up. In fact, you realize that your mom looks significantly younger than you last saw her. She lifts you up, puts you on the bed, kinda try to straighten out your hair to no avail, obviously. She kinda gets you ready. Come on.
I follow.
She leads you out to the backyard of the house. The grass in here you expect to be, long, unkempt, but instead it's well maintained with several servants that run around making sure the place looks nice. And you can see on the edge of the cliff there is a stone table with stools, and you can see your father and your brother, both of them are over there enjoying a cup of tea as well as some cookies as well. Your mom walk you over to the table and help you take a seat. And she herself pours a cup for you as well. Kano looks down at you and shouts, "Been sleeping again, have we? You really need to stop to sleep all day long. Seize the day, Ignis."
That is so nice.
I get you. I wish you would stop encouraging her. She really needs to get her study on. She'll be fine. You see a young Fear, maybe around his 12 years old or something at this point. She's super smart anyways.
Yeah.
You two, I swear. As she pours again, refills your cup as you guys are having a nice tea time. But you know that this fills you with a little bit of joy, but at the same time a little bit of a dread, because you know what happens after this. All the chains reaction, all the minor things that basically cause you to be over here in this arc. How your family is right now. But for now, what do you do?
I enjoy the moment.
All right. Next, Artyom.
That's me.
You awoke with a sharp pain right in your stomach. You cough out blood smattering into the nearby wall as your eyes open up. You realize you are in a hole of sort. Only a few beams of light appearing from upstairs. You look around, you see that you are in some kind of a destroyed ruin or something. You can faintly smell the smell of kind of like something burning in the distance, and you can see your joy, your magnum opus, something that you and your friend have been working towards for the longest time. You see the machine lying there right in front of you. You feel your body slowly starts to feel colder and cold, and you feel like this might be the end. But you know, this is not the end. In fact, this is where everything started. Seeing the machine lying dormant in front of you, what do you do?
So just to be clear, I understand everything that's
You know
already
this
happened.
is not real, yes. You know this is some kind of dream or something.
Does FTM know this is a test? Or does he think this is a test? This is a hard one.
Yeah. Your choice.
he-
What is running through Artyom's mind right now when he wake up to this scene around him?
Well, that's the thing. I think his instinct is to repeat the exact thing he did the first time. But now, like, thinking back where he is and what the circumstances are, and the 12 heroes of the light and champions of justice and whatnot, he is thinking this is a test of some kind. So rather than crawl towards the body of Sterling, he will try and crawl towards Besmutny instead, to see if maybe, with all the knowledge and all the tinkering and all the years spent reassembling the thing, see if there's any way to power it.
You begin crawling over towards the machine, and as you do so, you're not sure if you're doing this instinctively or it's something that you have something that is just happening coincidentally. You begin to see the various parts of Besmutny begin to whir to life as you try to will yourself towards it. The machine begins to move and starts to essentially assist you to pry you out from the piece of metal bar that's stabbing you through the stomach right now, as both of you working together pull yourself out from that wreckage. And as you do so, looking at the body of Sterling, the one who bestowed you your class, both of you begin to climb out from that hole in the ground. Kane, and as you observe your friends who are lying down on the floor, you can see everyone, you can see the silver strands that was talking about just now begin to form various items that lie down next to their individual body. You see a teacup being formed right next to Ignis. You see a crude metal bar being formed right next to Artyom. You can see seashells being formed right next to Haley. You can see a single silver coin, I guess, in this sense, being formed right next to Victoria. Different individuals are forming different items right next to them, leaving you yourself. What do you do?
The objects aren't touching them, though, right?
The objects are the silver strands come out from their temple to the floor right next to them to form that item.
Okay. Well, what was the name of this place again?
An arc?
No, not the arc. This specific room, this specific painting.
The
This
painting
one is the
for
you can
this.
rest now. No.
No.
It's
Burning Tales. Okay.
That's
Yes.
right, Burning Tales.
I gotta sleep.
I'm tempted to let him keep sleeping. It's just I'm wavering between. Is this? I'm worried that they're going to lose these memories.
No.
As these memories coalesce, are they being pulled from their brain, and are they going to have them at the end? Because it says burning memories, so I don't know if this means that they're going to lose these memories or not.
Oh, I didn't even think about it that way. Shit.
So, I'm trying to think, and I'm like,
You have a long time. Long rest is 8 hours. The items are slowly forming right next to their bodies.
all right, I'm gonna keep watching, and I'm gonna wait for a bit to see if anyone shows any signs of distress in their sleep. At a certain point, as I'm sitting here and thinking, I'm tempted to wake up Artyom because in my head he's one of the smarter people, and he might know what's going on. So I'm gonna give it a little more time, see what happens, and I might wake up Artyom in a bit.
All right. So you wait.
I'm gonna.
How long do you wait, though?
Yeah. If I don't see any signs of distress, how long is a short rest?
Short rest is 1 hour.
1 hour.
I'll wait till the end of the hour, so that way he can at least get, if he needs anything health-wise, that'll be fine.
So after about an hour or so, seeing these items that slowly form, still being formed at this point, when by the end of the hour, you can see it's kind of like 1/8 of its way there. You decide now might be the right time to wake Artyom. So you go over, you shake Artyom awake. The moment you do so, the silver string disconnects from Artyom's temple. And you can see the silver item kind of starts to go a little bit decayed a little bit. So it kind of starts to rust almost as Artyom, you kind of stutter awake in the middle of your dream.
Instinctively reaches for his stomach where his wound was as he looks around, sees Kane, and says, "I was just having the most pleasant dream. What happened?"
Shit! Was this a mistake? It may have been a mistake. Sorry. Kane kind of points to the white stuff that's forming around everyone and says, it's either good, that's what we need to get out of here, or everyone's gonna lose what seems to be their best memory.
His brows kind of scrouch as he gets up out of his bedroll and approaches Ignis.
I have no idea how to figure this out.
Ignis is just lying down on the bed, smiling. A teacup is slowly being formed right next to her head. You can see the bottom of the cup, and a little bit of the handle is slowly starting to be formed from the silvery stuff that is coming out from her temple right now.
They show what they're been.
In all my years of studying the arcane, would any creatures or any spells do this?
It does look very similar to Mind Sliver. No, not mind sliver, sorry. Encode thoughts.
Oh, wait.
How when you can pull out a copy of your memory into like a silver strand.
Hmm.
It looks
So you
very
pull them-
similar, yeah.
I just have to see what it is. Give me a second.
Okay.
Time weightless semi-solid object. Hmm. Okay. To my knowledge, it can give people memories.
That's right. Like you store a
doesn't-
memory in an object, and then
Yeah.
you can use that to, show a memory or something.
Right. And it doesn't. You don't lose the memory if you store
No.
one, right?
You don't lose your memory.
Gonna look around for a second, seeing everybody is going through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It says, unless it's somehow modified, I think should be harmless, but of course there is always risk. Do I remember everything?
Yeah, you still remember it. In fact, it might be a little bit more vivid since you just experienced that moment again.
Okay. In that case, perhaps the memories will be useful for something further up ahead. I still remember mine, but that's not much to go on. Perhaps
I mean,
we
I
wait
guess
it out.
perhaps we what?
Perhaps we can wait it out. The way the spell works is that the memories can be used by others to learn them.
Okay. I
So
guess
if
I'm just
nothing else
concerned
takes
because
them,
yeah, okay, we'll just this thing's called burning memories though, isn't it?
encoding memories, encoding thoughts, rather.
No, I'm talking about this room. Aren't all these or burning tales? All these rooms are named after the paintings, right?
In this room is called Burning Tales.
That's right.
Yeah. So I was worried that the memories won't be like put back. Or are they copied? Is that what it is? It's like making a copy?
The base spell works that way, yes. It makes a small copy.
Okay, so they're not likely to lose their memory, right?
If they do, we'll be sure to remind them, I suppose.
Okay.
With that in mind,
So-
he's gonna crouch over to see what everyone's strands look like.
Mm. Yeah, so as mentioned before, Ignis looks like a teacup. J5, I would assume a wooden toy, but need to check back with him later. Victoria forming a single golden coin. The design is a gold coin, but it's currently silver in color. Haley would be a seashell. Olea right now. Oh.
Oh.
Olea would be a ring.
Oh, is it like an engagement ring?
And then Makoa would be.
I want to see his.
Let me think. What
Think.
would Makoa's be?
I would say-
Makoa would be a seashell necklace, similar to what him and Kane is wearing.
Don't gasp like that. This Makoa doesn't really know me.
But why would Caleb have a ring? Not Caleb, sorry. Alea.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, I suppose we know their memories to some extent anyway. So even if they end up losing them, it's not that big of a loss. I say the two of us remain awake for the time being. And
Okay.
whatever happens,
If you're sure you don't want to
happens.
go back to, if you're sure you don't want to go back to sleep,
I like my secrets unshared and my
Okay.
memories intact.
I feel similarly. And I don't know, it just feels strange. I don't really trust magic to leave it as it was.
Exactly.
Right. So as you continue, and as you close to the 8-hour mark of your long rest, you would be able to see the various items one by one between the various people in your party. The string snaps to finally complete the item that is lying right next to them. And then one by one, they begin to stir awake, having a really, really nice dream, most of you. But you can see Oleya's a little bit confused as he wakes up. But regardless, all of you wake up with a smile on your faces. Except for Kane and Artyom, of course. Which at this point, Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Us, we're
Yeah.
not resting.
Yeah. Artyom is good.
That's a 2. You rolled 20 with 2.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
It's great, isn't it?
Kane is good. All right.
We're strong boys.
One by one, as people wake up, as they wake up, they realize they have these random items right, like sitting next to them. Haley specifically kind of takes her seashell, kind of smiles at it widely, kind of looking at Kane. Kane, go. Just saw this in my dream just now.
Is it from when we were walking with Umara?
Yeah, that one.
That was a good day.
It was.
Well, you guys had good dreams. I had the best dream.
What dream was it about?
Oh, it was a tea party with my family. Right before, they broke apart, but it was great. What about you, Victoria? What did you dream about? Did you win big at the casino?
It was not great, but it's something. She looks at the coin that is next to her. Is this place supposed to be drawing our happiest memories or something?
Think?
Maybe it was my happiest memory. Was it your happiest memory? Okay, Haley.
Haley will say, yeah, it is. It's just nice before all this shit happened, you know?
All this shit is a good way to put it.
And Makoa walks over holding that necklace. What am I supposed to do with the second one again?
Where'd you get that necklace? They look the same as... Wait,
Oh, but
do I know?
different. This one looks like this one's an actual shell. This one, I don't know what it's made out of. Looks like silver of sorts, but shines a little bit different.
Well, when you guys were asleep, this silvery thread started forming as you guys slept. Artyom said it was it looked like some kind of magic spell that copies your memory.
Oleya walks in code thoughts. That means
Correct.
He looks at the ring that he's holding right now. Oh.
What do you dream about? What's that mean?
Apparently a memory of when I had a wife and kid.
You have a wife and kid?
No, But then again, I don't remember much about my past.
Does that mean you might have a wife and kid somewhere?
Maybe. I don't recognize those people, but it certainly brought me joy. As he just pockets the ring. Okay, what now?
Well, we can either throw it in the fire. Oh,
Why? Kind of looks at the campfire. Now that you guys looking at the campfire, you realize it's no longer a pot filled with stew. Instead, you see it is.
Wait, we got a long rest, right?
Yes. All who slept got a long rest. So, Artyom, you get a short rest. Kane get a short rest as well. What do you call? You see the pot is no longer there. Instead, you can see that it has turned into a familiar device to you, Kane. It turned into that mold where you heat up a material, melt it down, and the material melts into a mold.
Mm.
Then I guess we do have to put it in. It won't like ruin our memories or anything, right?
I don't know.
Uh, mm, um, should someone do it or?
Everybody's looking at each other, everyone not wanting to lose the memory, worried something would happen. Even surprisingly, Olea, who seems very detached most of the time, is hesitant. But in the end, he goes, let me do it then. As he takes the ring, he tosses it into kind of like the pot area where it is to melt items. You can see as the ring touches the device, it slowly starts to melt like butter on pan. And as it melts, the silvery material begins to form a silvery liquid at the bottom. And as that happens, you can see Olea's eyes at first confused and then starts to get wider and wider and wider as he immediately tries to reach back inside, but given the temperature, he can as the entire thing melts fully.
Oh no! Oh no! Do you forget?
I mean, I still recall that I had that memory, but I can't. She kind of massages his temple a little bit. Can't remember any details.
Oh no! No, I don't.
There was. It was something about.
Your wife and kids.
I have a wife?
Apparently.
As he looks down
You
at
had
the
a-
pot.
You had a ring.
As he massages his temple once more and takes a step back, seeing the liquid filling up the bottom of the pot there. It is not enough. You're going to need at least 2 more.
2 more. Okay, let's write down all the details of the memory just in case.
And then what? We're still gonna lose the memory. Paper is
Yeah,
not
but-
gonna replace.
But at least there's a record of something that happened, you know?
Haley, you're a wizard. Do you have the same spell?
What? What spell?
Encode thoughts.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't. Is that what it is? Encode thoughts?
Well, I thought you can store a memory, burn it, and then consume it once more. But perhaps the place has a way to circumvent that.
The five of you look at each other. What do you guys do?
But it's like a core memory. It's I want to give it up.
I have no say in this, so I'm just gonna.
Damn it. I'm gonna write down my memory. All the details.
Mm-hmm.
All the conversation
Mm-hmm.
into my journal.
Haley is holding the seashell tightly with both hands, not wanting to let go of the memory the three of you had when you were young. Sid, Kane, Omara, and Haley strolling on the beaches. Makoa looks pensive. So does Victoria, actually. Two of them looking into the pot, considering. Malaya is at the back, somewhere, close to the edge of the darkness, thinking. What do you do?
Okay, so once I finish detailing all of it, I'll end it with something like, "This is what you're fighting for. Don't forget." And I'll give it to, I guess, Artyom to keep safe. Just wait, no. I don't think Artyom would understand. I'll give it to Kane. And like, since you're a good storyteller, just tell it to me again in case I forget.
Okay.
Okay. I'll give the teacup a kiss and put it gently into the fire.
You toss it into the pot and slowly, like an ice cream being left on the table for too long, begins to melt as well. And as you do so, you instinctively try to recall back the dream that you just had, but like a dream, it's a little bit difficult for you to remember. It's something about drinking. Was it drinking? Maybe beer. The more you try to recall, the more the pieces of that memory is missing, is blotted out. By the end, you recall that it is a nice memory. You know it's something to do with your family, but you're not sure what it is. You don't know how you feel about it. You know it brings you nothing anymore when you try to recall it.
Brings me nothing.
The pot is now 2/3 of the way full. What do you do now?
Well, it's literally up to you guys. And I turn to like Makoa, Victoria, and Haley. don't have another teacup to give.
Haley looks at the others. Victoria looks at her coin, holding it tight. So does Makoa as well, holding the necklace by the string. And then Haley begins to step forward. Gonna walk towards the pot with a little bit tear welling up in her eyes. She gets ready to drop the shell into the pot.
This is horrible. Can't even find fire.
But Makoa stops her. Makoa turns to her and says, my job's to protect you. And besides, I actually have you guys in real life. I don't need this. As he takes the necklace, gets ready to drop it into the hole, into the pot, before Victoria stops Makoa.
Really? No one stopped me? You guys stop each other? I'm gonna go next to Leia and just screw it as well. This is stupid.
As Ignis sulks, Artyom will look at Victoria and say, "Do you want to share the memory before it disappears?"
No. I'd rather this one be forgotten. It's a good memory, but from a bad time. Goodbye. As she flips the coin into the pot, and it melts as well, filling up the entire thing. And as the entire thing full, it drains out into the mold underneath it. It bubbles for a bit before the entire thing sets. Kane, you're able to pry it open to reveal on the inside it is it's a stack of small books. And each book, you can see there is an imprint of the memory that was placed in there. A ring, a coin, and a teacup. Victoria walks over towards Ignis. I'm sorry, Ignis.
Oh, I mean, it's not like I can remember what it's about anyway.
Yeah. But still. Must be something important.
Yeah. I think I have it written down, so I just probably don't have the feeling of it. Well, if we're done with this room, right? Let's go out. I hate this room the most.
Victoria begins walking out. Along, one by one, people starts walking out as well with your various items. Until finally, Oleia trails from behind and closes the door behind you. Leaving you with that statue containing stacks of tiny books. And a painting in front of you.
Okay, do the honors. King,
Yeah.
do the honors. Put the statue to the painting.
Sorry. So you want me to put it there? I thought you were gonna put it there. Sorry, I feel like, yeah, I am holding it. I felt like you guys were the ones who sacrificed, so you should have the honor of doing it.
Okay. Leia, do you want to do it?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
You were the first to step forward, so.
Grabs it, places it into the picture, and the book fills in the blotted part of the painting, now showing a red-haired halfling staring into a bonfire where his books are being burnt. And that's all the paintings in the room completed. What do you guys want to do now?
But there's nothing?
No?
Nothing happened.
By the looks of it, no. All 6 paintings are now completed. There is no grandiose effects or anything like that. But all 6 are indeed complete.
I guess we go out.
You go back out to the main hall, the main room here where you guys first came to this floor. You can see on the outside the battle against the Fallens are still raging. The statue of the 12 are still statuing. And the door to the other side is still there. The door labeled Champions of the Night.
Is it blocked?
Nope, it's still there. You can still open it if you so wish.
Oh, wasn't that the last time there was a door that was chained off?
Nope. The door is ready to be opened.
It was like that the whole time?
Yeah, it was like that the whole time.
So sure it was blocked. Last time. You said there was chain on it and everything.
Nope. That one was when you open the door, you arrive at the edge of a cliff, and on the opposite side of the cliff, you see another door. That's the one chained in it.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
what door is this one?
This is the door that you wanted to open simultaneously. It's always been there the whole time. I never changed it. In this room, there is 2 doors. One labeled Heroes of the Light, one labeled Champions of the Night. You open the door with the Champions of the Light, you are brought to the dueling battle with the machines and everything. The door to the Champions of the Night, when you open it, it will reveal that bridge with the pedestal, and the door with the chain is across the bridge.
Wait, the Champions of the Night brings to this one?
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
So there's no...
The moment you open the door to the Champions of the Night, you are brought to a cliffside with an incomplete bridge on the edge of it.
Okay.
Beings, immense cosmic beings, are looking down upon you from above with swirling colorful dust as immense looking down at you. On the bridge
Fuck
itself,
that.
you see a pedestal divided into 4 equal parts. You see one of them has a dagger embedded inside with the blade pointing up. You see an orb partially embedded into the pedestal. You see an anvil complete with an attached hammer and also an indent of the palm. Across the cliff, 1 mile away, you can see a very small silhouette of a door. And those with sharper eyes will be able to see that that door is the one that is wrapped in the black chains, with material made from the night sky, by the looks of it.
That's pretty. But there's nothing else in this room.
Nothing else? What do you mean?
No other doors or windows.
Nope. There are 5 doors in that room, and all 5 now seems to be locked behind you.
Well, what now?
That's what I was gonna say. So we have to do both anyway? Well, G5, you're the smart one.
Yes, friendly.
Five's not here.
Pressure onto one man.
I mean, this is an arc to the 12. It would make sense that there is 12 rooms that we have to go through.
Yeah, I guess. So we go forth to the night room.
All right. As I said before, you enter the night room. You arrive at the edge of a cliff. On the cliff is an incomplete bridge, and on that bridge is that pedestal divided to 4 equal parts.
Can we get to the pedestal?
Yeah, you can get the pedestal, no problem.
Okay. We get to the pedestal.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, on the pedestal, as I see, you see it divided into 4 different sections. One of the section contains a dagger embedded pointing up. Another is an orb. Another is an anvil with an attached hammer. Another one is an indent of a palm.
Are things missing or?
What do you mean? It's just a pedestal divided into 4 equal parts.
There are things on the pedestal.
Yes, the 4 things. You labeled it here, see?
Okay. Anything? Any inscription?
Go ahead with perception check for me. 18. There are none on the pedestal themselves. You don't see any inscription there. However, your keen eye, you would notice what do you call, on the edge of this circular platform here, the one that is not a place where you would easily be able to read. On the edge of there, you would be able to see those who sacrifice will make it through.
On each pedestal?
Not on the pedestal, on the edge of that circular platform you're standing on. You see here, this is the drawing of the edge of the bridge. On the circular part there, on the side of it, that's where you see the writing. Over here, you see the writing.
Tim's gonna approach the anvil, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And looking through his inventory, he's gonna decide that what should go on an anvil would be some form of a hammer. So let me see.
There is an attached hammer to this anvil.
Mm-hmm. So I can't put another one, that'd be silly.
You could. Just letting you know that that is the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to sacrifice something?
What would you sacrifice on an anvil?
Scrap metal?
That's one idea. It's a shame I discarded a lot of my old stuff.
I don't know. So I'm trying to think. No one here has any sort of like hammer tool, unless I don't think I do.
I do. Just there's already a hammer on the anvil.
Okay, so we need some metal. Do I need to sacrifice one of my knives?
Your knives are not that big of a piece of metal, though.
Wow. Okay. Cool. I'm just trying to help here.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm offering,
saying.
I'm offering up one of my precious daggers here, and you're all like, "Oh, that thing's not gonna help us at all."
I'm trying to stop.
Okay, Miss Man, show me
Oh
one of your
my god! I'd sacrifice it. I was trying not to let you do it.
I'm just trying to think of ideas here. What do you put on a, anvil, metal, weapons, tools?
Hmm.
All those things, really. Um, gonna look around, see what he can give, and seeing as a crowbar is a large bar of metal, gonna put that
All
on
right.
the anvil.
The moment you place the object on an anvil, you can see that some unseen runes from before begin to glow, surrounding that particular portion that looks like the anvil. And even the glow even reaches out to the edge of the hammer that is attached to the anvil, almost waiting. What do you do now?
Grip onto the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and lift it?
Yeah, you lift it up, no problem.
I am worthy. And obviously being experienced in metalworking on the account of being an artificer, Tim is going to start hammering away at the crowbar.
All right.
Try and shape it into something.
You raise the hammer, you slam it down, and with a loud cling, the crowbar explodes into this multiple shards of light blue energy before it slowly fades away. You hear a tiny rustling sound for a bit before you realize on the bridge it starts to extend 1 foot across.
What, the beings?
The bridge begins to reform, extending the bridge 1 foot longer than before.
Artyom can't help himself. He's gonna look at Ignis and say, "Did you want me to wait a while longer before solving it, or?"
Just finish it.
What do you do now?
I've done my part.
Well, I done my part.
That's
We've all
fair
done
enough.
our parts.
He's gonna approach the palm thing and look around the party, see if there's any volunteers.
But
Makosh,
there's
get his
already a
numbers.
palm, right?
Okay, fine, I'll do it. Makoa walks over and placing his palm onto the palm indentation. Placing it in there, and you see that it is at the moment he places the palm again, the unseen ruins begin to glow, and instead of glowing blue like before, this one is glowing yellow instead, as he kind of starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, as he focuses in on it a little bit. And those who more observant of you, you guys would notice that his body begins to almost shrink ever so slightly, like he's losing muscle mass as he does so. And you can see his shoulder kind of slumps forward a little bit as he kind of slowly gets a little bit weaker. But almost immediately, you see the bridge begin to... A bunch of the stone begin to reform, creating support structures, extending the bridge even more, but very far away from total completion.
Oh no. Did Makoa shrink?
His size seems the same. Although it seems like he's a little bit weaker than he was before. Just a tiny bit. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
As he looks at the bridge. Well, I've done my part. Good luck. As kind of leans back a little bit. Kind of like you can see he seems way too tired for just a man who just placed a palm into a pedestal. The moment he lifts his palm away, the glowing yellow energy fades away as well, similar to how when the crowbar exploded.
Can I check his vitals? Is he okay?
Sure, go ahead, roll medicine check for me.
Medicine.
29. You kind of check him on him a little bit. He seems mostly the same. If anything, he looks a little bit more sickly than before. As in, like, before you can see him slightly above average. Now his constitution seems to be just about average.
I think they took your constitution.
Oh, great. Never had much of a constitution in the first place.
There are items for it, don't worry.
If I'll find one of those, I'll let you know then. All right, two down, I guess.
Nods empathetically, wearing one such
Yeah,
amulet.
yeah, exactly.
Most of you guys are worried. Okay. There's an orb and a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you do with a dagger?
Draw blood, presumably.
You stab things.
Oh.
Stab your hand?
I can stab my hand.
Okay.
Maybe it wants you to play the knife game.
Ooh, I'm really good at that. Kane whips out the knife. He actually is really good at the knife game.
I would imagine, yes.
Does it work?
Doesn't do anything. And the knife that is on this pedestal, it's embedded into the pedestal. The dagger, the blade part pointing up.
Guess you do have to, like, nick yourself or something.
Okay. I'll go ahead and nick myself.
So you just put your palm, you just cut yourself a little bit on the dagger. You can see the pedestal, the invisible runes that was there before begins to glow, albeit not as brightly as the others when you saw the palm and the anvil glow. This one just glows ever so slightly and nothing happens to as a reaction to it.
Ugh, it needs more blood. You might want to have
more blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do a bit more than.
I'll add a little more blood.
How much blood?
I don't know. How much did I put on already?
Like a drop.
Okay, I'll add a tablespoon. Is there a change?
All right, you cut yourself a little bit more. More blood starts to pour out. I'll say you take 1 point of damage at this point as you cut yourself a little bit larger, and as you do so, you cut yourself a little bit more. You hear stones rumbling a bit more, and those who are perceptive would notice that the bridge has extended 1 more foot.
1 tablespoon for a foot.
All right, tablespoon's not so bad. I could probably give out like a pint and still be okay.
Yeah, let me just help you with that.
With healing
I
magic, you can give a lot more.
I'll do it.
A human can obviously give a lot more. I'm just trying not to die here, okay? I didn't get to sleep.
Of course. Your blood pressure's a bit high today.
It's because I'm dealing with a lot of things. Let's see now. I guess it'd be easiest if you just like stab me. Yeah.
Okay.
Or do I don't know, like, I don't want to stab myself in the leg. That's gonna be a lot of blood.
I can tie it to like
Stab
a
me in.
tourniquet, make it look like you're giving blood away, kind of thing.
Do you have the tubes for that?
I can fashion something.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. I can donate a few pints. I'm good for that.
Maybe just 1 pint. I think 1 pint goes a long way.
All right. So
That's fine.
you have a wound already on your body? Do you just let it drop a bit more until it's a pint out, or do you like stab yourself
I still
again
have
on the
wound.
dagger?
Yeah. I still have the wound. Yeah, let's just reopen that. That's easy.
All right.
I'm gonna tie like a tourniquet just to make sure that it doesn't. Wait, tourniquet stops the blood, right? Never mind.
Yeah, it stops the bleeding, so don't put that on yet.
Okay.
All right. So you place your hand on the pedestal, letting the blood, continue to drip. While the pedestal glows, it doesn't seem to glow as bright as as when you cut yourself just now. It still glows red. The blood doesn't seem to spill off the pedestal. In fact, it just pools around the center, but never spill out. You could let it continue to drop a little bit more. You're starting to feel a little bit lightheaded, but the whole time the pedestal glows that pale glow, but never really fully react to what's happening.
It's a very sadist pedestal.
Well. Do we need more blood?
I don't know if it's the blood or the action of it that seems like the more grievous the wound it causes, the faster it
So I need to cause more injuries to myself?
With that thing, maybe.
Okay, let's try that.
All right. So what do? You have the dagger pointing up in front of you. How are you injuring yourself with the dagger?
I'm gonna stab my hand through it. Just
All right.
slam my head down.
Oh no!
Stab it in pain as you take.
That doesn't feel good at all.
As you take 3 points of damage, Kane, and you can hear the rumbling stone again as the bridge extends itself. The more as you hold yourself there in pain, and each time you can feel the pain a little bit more and more and more as you start to lose hit points, basically lose one by one by one. And at that point, you hear the bridge go. Gets longer the longer you leave your hand attached to the dagger on the pedestal.
Am I good? Is it done?
It just continues on. The bridge growing longer and longer and longer each time. You looking at the distance, how far the bridge has constructed itself compared to your destination, which is the other side. It's like 1/10 of the way there. Most of the work was done by Makoa just now when he placed his palm.
Do you think we should continue with this?
Do you pull out your hand, Kane, or do you just leave it there right now?
How much?
I'll leave it there for now.
Leave it there.
I'll endure.
Let me know how much damage you want to take, basically.
I don't know. Let me see how much health I have.
You are at 160, if I recall correctly.
I'm at 165. Let me know when I hit 100.
100. All right. So you take 65 points of damage, Kane. As you see, the bridge has extended significantly by the time you pull out your hand from that pedestal.
Okay. Fuck. That's shit.
That's a lot.
That's smart. That It just kept hurting. It doesn't go numb.
Yeah,
Fuck. Okay, who's next?
I'm gonna cure wounds Kane like 2 times.
All right. And as Kane pulls out his hand, the runic symbol that was glowing red just now fades back to being unseen.
There, take 25 hit points.
All right, Kane, you regain 25
Thanks.
hit points.
All right, I can go another 25 more now.
That's not the point!
All right. So it it hurts more the longer you stay on. FYI for whoever goes next.
Yeah, well, we only have this orb. And I look at Haley. What do you do with an orb, Haley?
I mean, it's a spellcasting focus. I guess you cast spells through it. She goes over. Okay, let me do... She puts her hand on the orb and casts Firebolt. You can see her palm glows red for a bit and fades into the orb as it's being cast, but there's no runes or anything that's glowing on around the pedestal.
It needs more spell slots, huh?
Okay. What about... As she focuses on the pedestal, she casts Shield on the pedestal. You can see the pedestal glows for a bit, and this time this purplish runes begin to form around around the orb, around the pedestals, as the energy is being channeled into the pedestal, and you guys would hear rumbling noises in the distance as you see more of the bridge form in the distance.
Yep. Just keep doing what you were doing, Haley.
But don't we have, battles? Shouldn't I conserve my spell slots?
Okay, fine.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't get to the battle if you don't use the spell slots or something like that.
Okay, she kind of places her palms on the orb a little bit more and casts another spell. She focuses on it and casts... Let's go with something higher leveled as she casts... Hold Person on the orb. Channeling through more energy, and even more the bridge begins to extend in the distance. She looks at you guys, kind of almost like asking, "Is that enough?"
Can we get to the door now?
No.
Wait.
Right now, it's almost 1/5 of the way.
Holy shit! All right, Kane's gonna hold up his other hand.
Artyom has more hit points.
Yes, but Artyom is the thing that keeps your hit points from dropping.
I don't know.
Let me see. Hang on. Do I have...
Full.
do we got any potions left? I could drink one of those nasty things.
The decoctions.
What do we have to talk? I have we have some potions of healing.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here, according to this quantity, I have quite a few potions of greater healing and potion of healing. So I'll slam a couple of those back and do some more damage.
All right. Go ahead and roll for the healing with the potions, please.
Kane is doing shots and then stabbing himself.
Basically.
Potion shots.
So
8.
nice.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do another Shots. Everybody.
17 points of healing. Any more?
Kane putting salt
use,
on the edges
oh, yeah.
of the potion bottle.
Yeah.
Drinks the potion, stabs his hand.
All right. So you heal a total of.
Hang on, one more.
More. Okay.
I'm doing a 44 now.
All right. A total of
8,
16,
9,
25,
25.
40.
That 15 has a +4.
15. So 54 points of healing. Am I mathing that
Yeah.
correctly? Yeah.
That's 8 plus 8 plus
54
9.
points of healing, and you immediately stab your hand once more, holding it there as it's continuously injures you during the whole time. And by the time you pull out your dagger, you're back to where you started with 100 hit points, but the bridge has extended even more.
Alright, more potions! Let's go!
There might be a better solution. Wait a moment. Artem's gonna look at her spell book real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Chugging.
Chugs another potion.
I'm already drinking it. You're flipping to the spellbook, and I'm drinking a potion.
Glug, 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 glug.
I got a little. I would like to please have a silly straw. So I'm drinking this with a very silly straw.
The curly straw. Okay.
Yeah. Really curly straw. Just...
All right.
Artem's gonna approach Kane with some bandages.
Mm-hmm.
And say, give me your hand, let me help you with this. As I cast Aura of Vitality.
As you hear Oleya shouts, "Wait!" He looks at the bridge, looks at you. Mind me worth it if you spend that spell slot on the pedestal.
And back slowly, look at the pedestal. Haley used a what level spell? 3rd?
Haley used a 1st level spell, and it is more than the bridge extended more than how much Kane sacrificed his first time around, which is 65 hit points.
Okay. That's better. I'm going to approach it then. And let me see. Oh, I have lightning bolt. Or call lightning. That's the thing I have. And I'll just summon a cloud to strike at the orb.
All
Or at
right.
least try to.
Assholes make me bleed out.
You focus.
He was waiting for you to.
Artyom, you focus on the orb, you cast Call Lightning, but the spell, instead of materializing, the energy that would have been expended for the spell instead is pulled into the orb itself, and the bridge further extends even more. At this point, you hear Haley from very far away shouting out at you guys, "That extended another 300 feet!"
Whoa, that's a lot.
How many more are left?
She turns around, looks into the distance. "A very long way!"
Damn it. What about
Roll in size.
the palm to constitution, which is not good. The anvil. If you have more metal, the anvil is a more a painless way.
But is it metal though? Or is it any item?
Like,
Try, and he pulls out a candle.
okay.
Places it on the anvil. The moment he places it, the anvil glows blue again with the energy. Oh. Then he takes the hammer, slams into it. The hammer shatters into that blue energy again. And the bridge extends one more. Only 1 foot!
What are we looking at? Worth and silver or something?
Probably. What
What's
if I just let me put 2 gold on the anvil.
2 gold coins. He slams the anvil with the hammer. Only one of the gold coin disappears. That's another foot!
Really? So it's not even worth. Wait, is it?
One
Well,
of the
it's
gold
worth
coin
gold,
disappear.
not silver.
How much is a candle? A candle is not a gold.
Several copper. If I
Yeah,
recall correctly.
so it's like one thing is 1 foot, not the worth of that one thing.
So I have to stab myself 100 times.
No, can you stop? Just like we need spell slots to fight. You need your health points.
Well,
I'm
in that case-
sorry, that's all I can contribute.
Yeah, well, you can stop contributing that. That's a lot already.
Fine. Finn's gonna go off into the corner and like sit down against the wall and slurp down another healing potion, just
Don't
with a
sulk.
silly straw.
We're trying to save you, King.
I'm trying to be helpful so you guys don't use all your spell slots.
I'm good.
Artyom is gonna take a copper coin, put it on the anvil,
Mm-hmm.
give it a smack.
Ding, the coin disappears, and you hear Haley shout out, "Another foot!"
Artyom just pours out 49 more copper pieces onto the anvil.
It just
Slides, hits, slides. hits.
1, 2, 2. Oh, wait, slow down, slow down. As she just measures the entire thing. 49 copper, was it? 50 copper
Yes.
total then, yeah?
Total of 50, yeah.
Yeah. 50 foot!
We surmise that, thank you.
I'm just giving you an update.
Does anyone else have any copper?
No, I have silvers.
How many?
9.
Hmm.
Oh,
Kane,
wait,
do you
I have
have any?
copper.
How much?
Let me check.
Looked at J5's money.
Oh. The party has 1,053 coppers.
You gonna spend some time doing that?
I guess we gotta get some
All
bang
right.
for our buck.
That
Wait,
is the bang for buck, yeah.
If they're doing that, can I take a longer rest?
So Artyom kinda lies down a little bit, tries to take a long
Maybe
rest.
you should sleep with him. Next to him.
I'll be back in 2 minutes while
Gotcha.
we're doing that.
So
Okay.
who will be jellifying their arm to swing at the various coins again and again and again?
J5.
J5.
J5's an artificer. He knows how to work a hammer. He doesn't really feel tired.
Pretty sure he does. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Even if we assume it's 1 coin per second, it'll be half an hour at as fast as possible if you do that. So yeah, J5 pulls out the coins, pulls out the hammer, and just starts whacking the coins again and again and again and again and again, slowly over time, while Artyom and Kane kind of lie down and rest for a bit. The bridge extends a little bit more.
Hey, no, just rest. Don't.
I am.
Not by drinking more potion. Please.
How much coin did you use, Ignis?
How much do I need?
You don't. If you want to spend all, I'd say you can spend the 1,500 coin thing first.
1,050.
Yeah.
Wait, can I take a short rest?
Yeah. You can. You can take a short rest if you want.
Nice.
1,050 or 1,500. The copper coin that you want.
1053.
1053. Okay.
How much would 500 would be 500 foot. How long is a mile?
A mile is 5,200. 5280. So 5,200. 5,280 feet.
How much have we done it before we do the copper?
Before you did the copper, 1,000 plus, if I recall correctly. And as you spend some time with J5 hammering the 1,000 coins, I'll assume you'll need you can do 1,000 coins per hour. As you slowly hammer the items one by one by one by one by one by one. By the time
I think you're rolling hit dice for Amazing Spicy 7. Wait, no, never mind. You're right. Never mind.
No, it's for me.
Points. Yeah,
I was good. It says it's for me.
It is. I just didn't understand what aggregate means, and now I do. Okay.
Right. So you're able to extend the bridge at this point about 2,000 feet or so. However, by the end of the hour, you begin to hear rumbling noises as you hear Haley goes, shit, 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 as she begins running back in your direction. You see a large portion of the bridge begins to collapse.
What?
By the time she runs back, are you kidding me? She turns back to you. We're right back where we started! Before the coins!
No!
That is such a cursed thing to get back to. What did I miss?
Basically, J5 took 1 hour to, slowly hammer down the 1,000 plus coin that you have. By the time that he's done, it's basically been 1 hour since you guys spent time in here. The bridge begins to recede back to a point where it's basically where you guys started just now. Not zero, but started before you guys start hammering the coin.
Damn.
So the coins are efficient, but they're a bit too slow.
So
on an unrelated note, I can't get my health past 197. It should be at 211. I don't know what to do.
Oh, really? Let me check. Oh, you have a negative 23 to your max hit point, but if you take a long rest... You have not taken a long rest. Yeah, you took a short rest. You took a short rest, right? Never mind.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Okay.
Because long rest is still not done yet. But short rest, definitely have done. Yeah.
Yay. Okay. Anyway, I'm ready to go. Let's should I get my hand ready again?
Maybe we should just fly over.
I mean, if you want to turn all of us to birds again, let's go.
Yeah, we just lost 10 gold. It's not a big thing. I just realized. 1,000 copper is really 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The problem is that the things above us might be upset if we quote-unquote cheat.
Yeah.
You see the 4 cosmic bee who is just staring down at you.
Yeah, they don't look super forgiving.
I mean, let's try throwing a rock towards the bridge.
What? See if what lasers come flying out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the bridge is not,
All right, worth a shot.
You take a rock, chuck it into the abyss in front of you. The rock flies off and falls and falls and disappears into the abyss below.
Okay.
No laser from above or anything.
I'm gonna get Chinchimar to just float. Make her way past the bridge.
Alright. Chinchin Maru, she has flying speed, so it doesn't matter to her. She just continues to fly across. Seems okay for a bit. Before you begin to see movement up above. The being starts to gonna start to move a little bit when you've seen them stood still the whole time. You wait for a bit, and you begin to see the stars up above begin to shift for a bit.
Oh,
And you
Yeah, I don't think they like
see
that.
what
oh.
looks to be something begin to descend down onto the world. At first you thought it's just the stars, and then you realize it's a giant block of something begins to slowly descend from way up above, heading towards you. And this thing is massive. As Chunchunmaru tries to race across to the other side, her movement speed is how much again?
30.
30. So yeah, she will only be able to get only so far when you realize the thing that's going down is this giant thing's finger begins to slowly descend over towards where Chunchunmaru is. And you see the finger goes down into the hole, pushing Chunchunmaru into the hole with it. And you feel Chunchunmaru fade away at that point.
Ah!
As the
Okay.
creature lift the entire thing out once more.
So no, we can't cheat.
Well, correction. You can't cheat. Just need to be fast enough.
No.
That's what, mile away? If we get the bridge short enough, I'm sure that's possible. Can
But
save.
I guess we got to do it in like an hour. Kind of resets after the hour.
Well, it didn't reset fully. It just got down. If you want to be specific, it shortened itself by 1,000 per hour.
Oh, that sucks.
You're telling me I just healed back up and now I have to get another hole in my hand.
No, what you did stayed. It's just 1,000 gold, 1,000 copper is gone.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is the thing that worked best was spells and mutilation.
Well, then whatever I did.
Definitely opt for spells.
The palm thing.
The palm thing seems to be the best.
Well, those
At
who
that
have
point,
the
I just thought of
constitution-
what's my weakest attribute, and that's what happened. Well, not really weak, something that I rarely use.
Oh, okay. You don't use constitution?
I mean, I don't usually get into trouble until I travel with you guys.
Well, those who have that amulet thingy that doesn't bring your score down from a set score that could just be an infinite one, you know?
Infinite one?
Yeah, like because it can't go down below 19.
That's
So
true, like the gauntlet you're wearing there, Kane. That gauntlet
Yeah.
ensures that your strength retains at 19. So even if you sacrifice a little bit of strength, your strength will still remain at 19 regardless.
Yeah, it's a nifty little thing.
yeah, so if you offer up your strength, you'll still take it, but you still retain your current strength because of your
The gauntlets? Sure,
yeah.
I don't mind sacrificing a bit. Is it gonna hurt?
Well, if you're giving away strength, I assume it is going to feel a little bit weakening. Your armor and weapon is gonna feel a little bit heavy.
Alright, I mean, I kind of wear light armor anyway. Alright, I'm game. I can give it some strength.
Alright. Kane, you walk over towards the pedestal. You place your palm on the pedestal and the runes begin to glow yellow once more. And immediately that comes to mind is, what is your least used attribute?
Great.
Do I lie and say strength?
You don't really use strengths that much.
I use it more than intelligence.
Well, they don't know that.
I'm gonna think strength.
You think strength, and immediately everything that you're wearing right now feels much heavier as you reduce your strength attribute by 1, please.
What about with the gauntlets? Is it gonna stay 19?
Yeah, it stays 19, but your real strength attribute is reduced by 1. And,
Oh man, is it permanently?
And that is the question, isn't it?
So it's... Which part do I modify? Is it the...
1 second. Let me see, because something's altering that. So let me just passive this. It's not working. Something being modified by an active effect. Gauntlet. Effects here. Can I just disable? Effects suspended. Save. Alright. So your strength should be 8, I think. Your starting strength. It's now reduced to 7. But thanks to the gauntlet, it remains 19. But the bridge extends. Oh my god, it extended 500 feet!
Nice. Alright, who's next? Or are we gonna try and make a run for it now?
Let me put in a couple of spell slots in there. As he casts, let's go with 4th level spell slot. As he casts greater invisibility into the orb, allowing the bridge to extend even more. Another 400! Haley shouts out again. We're like halfway, I think.
Already?
Oleya,
Well, it seems like...
Oleya sacrificed a 4th level spell slot, while Kane sacrificed a point of strength.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, I'll sacrifice 4th and a 5th.
A 4th and a 5th.
Yeah.
So a total of 900 feet. Again, as Haley shout out, it extends a bit more. Okay, yeah, we're definitely beyond halfway. Haley comes in. Let me just sacrifice a little bit more. We're almost there. Haley puts in her 2nd level spell slots again. Extending it to another 200 feet.
Oh, how much? How much that?
Haley reports back. The bridge right now is about 3,300 feet. If that's about a mile, I think maybe around 1,500.
Perhaps J5 can contribute now, seeing as he got a long rest.
Let's see. Let him contribute another 4th and a 3rd. Let's go with that. Another 700 feet he adds to the bridge. We're like 1,000 feet away, I think. Bit hard to gauge distance. Right now the bridge is at 4,025.
Okay, so
Victoria got a long rest. Yep.
Yeah. That thing that fell down, that came down, is how long?
It's slow. It took like a minute or so before the finger actually reaches Chunchunmaru and attacked it.
A minute.
Mm.
A minute. That's 300. Wait. Extend the bridge. Extend the bridge. Do max.
Victoria will extend the bridge a little bit more as well with her spell slots. She's gonna give a let's give a fourth and a third as well. So another 700 feet extended.
So we just need to make 500 feet.
Right now, the bridge is 4,700 feet. It's about 1,000 feet remaining.
What? No. If it's 5,280 for a mile.
Oh yeah, 5 to me too. Yeah, 5,280. So yeah, around 400 feet or so.
Okay.
If everybody's a bird, you might be able to get across in 1 minute.
But the door's still stuck, like it's still chained.
The door is indeed still chained. It has just a black chain just curled around the door itself.
So even if we get across, it's still
It's possible that the completion of the bridge will help with the chain.
okay. So that means we need to come. Well, if it's only
It's
400
possible.
feet, I'll give a third and a first then.
Ignis gives a third and a first, another 400 feet to extend the bridge a bit more. The bridge is now 1 second. The bridge is now extended so much that right now it's about 150 feet away from the edge.
What? I thought you said it was another 400 feet.
Around 400 feet. I'm not giving you exact numbers.
Oh. Wait, so you need what? How much more?
If it's 150 feet, then you'll probably need 200. Unless a cantrip is 50 feet. Is a cantrip 50 feet?
Cantrip doesn't do anything. If you want a second level spell slot, I can do it.
Okay. Go for it.
There's Haley. Got to do this. First, second, spends another second level spell slot. Allowing the, the bridge to fully extend to the very end. Now you have a very long 1 mile bridge that stretches over this chasm over here. And you can see the people that are looking from above, they all kind of closes their eyes and turn away.
Okay, let's go. We don't have that much time.
All of you run over towards across the bridge. You are able to do this before, like, less than 1 hour. So, since you're not, slowly mining coins over time. Upon arriving on the other side, the ground itself looked very similar to the cliff before. Similarly as well, you do see a door on this side. The problem is this door is closed, and you see it has chains wrapped around on it. The chains made from some kind of black material, but it seems to shimmer a little bit, and the perspective of the shimmer seems to shift depending on where you're standing. By the looks of it, the chain itself is not exactly locked onto the door. I think it's just slung around the door. It's not really tied or twisted in any means. It's just placed around the door itself.
I'll try to take it off then.
Okay, and you can easily lift the chain off. No problem. Leaving the door right in front of you.
Let's enter.
Let's go!
All right. Opening the door, you guys rush into the other side, and you arrive at almost a mirror image to the room that you were at before. The position of the paintings are the same, the positions of the doors are the same, but there are slight differences. Looking at the statue, the stone statue in the middle, instead of a single glowing orb floating above an abstract sculpture, the abstract sculpture is still there, but instead there is a pair of a pair of spheres floating, orbiting each other, floating around. It has kind of textures that reminds you of the moon, actually. The room instead is actually pretty dark, other than and in the skylight, instead of a nice blue sky, you see you see kind of like the pair of moon up in the distance as well, and that's the one that's illuminating the room inside. So it's very dark, only illuminated by moonlight. And similarly to before, there are 6 paintings, all of them depicting different events. One titled Knowing the Unknown, one titled Sweat of Sinners, one titled A Greater Responsibility, one titled Child of the Forest, one titled Effort Loss, and lastly, the one that is directly in front of you, titled None Shall Have Me.
Whoa. That one sounds
Pretty sick.
cool.
Are we gonna get descriptions of what they look like?
Which one do you want to look at first?
Well, let's look at each of them one by one. We'll start with the one.
What was the paintings?
I'm typing it down 1 second.
I guess let's start with None Shall Have Me, and then we'll work our way around.
All right.
Yeah.
None Shall Have Me depicts an image of a blue dragonborn dressed in a Corticonian clothing. So white shirt, black slack pants with a trench coat, and a red necktie. It seems to be around it. It seems to be kind of crucified, but not really like impaled into a cross, but instead it's like hung up with a blotted out material, so you can't really see what is hanging this creature, this blue dragonborn up. And around this dragonborn, around the edge of the paintings, are angels, devils, elementals, and unknown being fighting each other at the corner of the frame.
What was it? Angels, devils, and what?
Elementals and some, and the creatures, the cosmic beings that you saw in the previous room, you see those in the painting as well.
Okay. What's the next one?
Next, Knowing the Unknown. That one is a painting of a human female with blonde hair and black leather armor, but she has almost like a skeletal wing and a halo floating over her head. You can see that she is drawing esoteric symbols on the floor alongside of a silhouette of another humanoid that is blotted out.
It's what?
Drawing esoteric symbols on the floor alongside a silhouette of another humanoid.
That one sounds like it could be interesting.
That's Leary. That's my favorite one. Because she's so pretty.
She is very beautiful in that painting. Next.
Is that the only prerequisite?
I'm sorry?
Asking Ignis if that's the only prerequisite for her to like her.
Oh,
You're beautiful, but what else is there?
for young Ignis, you know, that is the prerequisite.
Uh-huh.
She's pretty, and that's it.
What about old
You know-
Ignis?
What do you mean, oh?
Adult Ignis, my bad.
Mm. Well, it's like, hey, when you're young, you like this certain character. So yeah.
Oh, sorry, and I forgot to give the painting of the halfling that you went through just now.
Whoa.
Oh, that's him? He's a
That's right.
rotten boy. Wait, is that his horns? He was supposed to be. Oh, he's a halfling. Never mind. Okay, what's the
Alright.
next?
Next painting, titled Sweat of Sinners, shows image of a Goliath wearing a tattered and worn battle armor, alongside the silhouette of another humanoid. Both of them, they're sitting next to a campfire, the Goliath handing a slice of meat to the larger silhouette. Next one, titled...
Wait,
Oh, okay, all right.
I think she's
Oh,
right.
she's actually writing it
I
down.
am.
Okay.
fire.
She's being a good little D&D player.
Wait, who's giving the meat to who?
The Goliath is giving the meat to the larger silhouette.
A larger silhouette than the Goliath. Okay.
Yeah, larger than the Goliath, that's right.
Okay.
Next, the painting titled A Greater Responsibility shows a dwarf clad in dark purple armor walking away from a pedestal that kind of rises up a little bit. On either side of the pedestal are banners of what looks to be an old dwarven family, by the looks of it. And on top of that, and on top of the pedestal is a silhouette of something that is bathed in light by above. The silhouette part is blocked out.
On top of the what?
On top of the sorry, not pedestal, raised platform, I guess is the better word for it. So there's a raised platform.
It's not a pedestal, it's a raised platform.
Yeah, platform. On top of the platform is something, the silhouette, you're not really sure. But either side of that silhouette, you see a banner showing the crest of an old dwarven family.
Would I know it?
History check for me, please.
Do I get any benefits from my what was it? Respect of the stout folk, or whatever it was?
Sure. I don't know what that feature does actually. Respect of the stout folk.
It just dwarves are more likely to help me.
Oh, okay. I guess not then.
I get preferential treatment with dwarves.
Is that history?
History, that's right.
Can J5 help me?
Yes. Ooh.
It's not
Natural 20. Dang. So you know that this family is gone. It's no longer in the modern day. But you know these guys as the Lightbringer family? They actually are not the dwarves that are that started themselves in what's that island? Barco de Cola, where most of the dwarves are. This particular family made their names within Swifel, actually. Specifically near the sands of Kolodina, kind of like a cold desert that you can find at the center of the Swifel continent. Over there, they used to have an empire, and due to the actions of its last king, it caused the entire country to crumble into irrelevance nowadays. There's only deserts and sands in the place where they used to rule.
What's the Goliath's name? What can I remember?
You'll have high enough history to know that it's Zash.
That was him. The paladin. Okay.
Okay. Child of the Forest painting. That one shows a painting of a tall, blonde elf. She's dressed in bear skin and also a studded leather armor. She's currently kind of like knee level deep in a river, trying to bathe either a halfling gnome or a kid, trying to bathe them. And you can see that the person is silhouetted, so you can't really see the features of this person.
A small slipper.
Yep.
Oh, she's
Bearskin
mama
lady!
bear. She
Bearskin lady!
Bearskin lady, yes.
she's what's her name? E
Fair.
Arthur. Yeah, she's the mother.
And then finally, the painting titled Effort Loss. That one is a painting of a Triton with coral-like antlers growing out the side of his head. He's wearing lavish robe with that even the ink that is used to paint the clothing has a little bit of a shimmer to it that kind of changes colors based on your perspective. Yet he's sitting on a floor of a random alleyway, surrounded by piles of something around him. You're not sure what the piles are.
Okay, this one I know it says Wainaga. Wait, yes. Right?
Yeah, White Naga.
Okay, so our fair's arc was the one that Sanguine completed in Shimon. Wainaga is the one in Ending Storm. Soroka's arc was the first one we completed.
That's correct.
Manada was the one in Quantico.
That's correct.
That's like 4 out of 6 people. What's the other 2? Oh. Okay. Well, just pick one and go, I guess.
So each of the painting has a door facing towards it. Except for None Shall Have Me, that's where the door where you guys came in. But when you look back, there is no 1 mile long bridge. Instead, it is just a simple hallway that leads back to your original room.
What? Oh, well, we did complete. Wait, did we not get. We didn't get anything, though.
Or did you?
What did we get? Pat your buckets.
Unless it's the chain.
The chain?
The chain that was holding the door shut, it shimmered.
put it to the painting.
I mean, I took the chain off the door. Could I have it still?
Yeah, you still have it.
All right, I'll take it up to the painting.
All right, so you take it up to the painting of which one?
The one directly across. That's
That is
usually how it works, right?
That's right, and that is the painting of Manada. And as you do so, you put the you put the chain onto the painting. The chain gets absorbed into the painting, and it begins to materialize around the blue dragonborn's leg and arms, stretching it out to form the.
Wait.
Yes. To form the image of Manada.
Manada's arc is the one in Quantico. Eslir is the one in Precurium. Zash is the one in Mark.
Yeah.
Soroka's the one in Swifle. Arthur is the one in Shimon. Wainaga's the one in all the arcs that we completed are here. Like, I mean, the people of the arc is here.
So what? Do you think after we do this, all the arcs will reset to the other side?
No, I'm just thinking what's the correlation. Like, all the champions of the night have an arc that is for people to find. But Heroes of the Light does not, except for Hair, myself, which is here. And theirs are the one that supposedly, like, well, based on what we know of this one, is that it's not supposed to be finished because it will unleash terrible things.
Right.
I'm just thinking. Well, I won't get an answer now.
Probably not. Not until it's too late to do anything about it.
Yeah, that's always the case.
So, now that you're here, which door do you wish to open first?
Oh, well, we should have a better understanding of the story then, because we've gone through their arcs. Maybe.
Well, maybe. I'm voting for the bearskin lady personally.
Okay, let's go there.
All right.
I want to see if it's a baby or a gnome.
All right. So, you guys go over to the door in front of the painting labeled Child of the Forest. You go over towards the door, you push it open, and immediately you're greeted with a cold breeze coming from the inside of the room. In front of you, instead of a room, you see the outside. You see forests, many tall trees covering the sky, so you're not really able to see. But you know, right now seems to be nighttime, given the light that peers in between, kind of looks like moonlight. Right at that moment, right on cue, you immediately hear kind of like a loud roar echoes out in somewhere in the distance. In fact, you hear multiple roars of creatures, and as you do so, you see many of the trees begin to shake, and random wild animal, birds, deers begin to run off in multiple directions. Some even enter the door into the art gallery and start to kind of like cause chaos in the room over there.
Huh.
What did you guys do?
I guess we better hurry in and shut the door.
You all rush inside, closing the door behind you. Looking around, you are indeed inside of a forest itself, but right in front of you, you would be able to see a blood trail that run across the grass on the floor and heads towards what looks to be a rock formation several foot away.
Let's proceed.
Rushing over in that direction, you would be able to see that there is, like I said, the rock formation just now. But behind that rock formation, you would be able to see a lady lying on the floor, missing her bottom half, bleeding profusely all over the place. She sees you, this old woman, perhaps around her 40s, you assume. She notices you and then grabs you by the scruff of your pants, looking at you, whispering in a weakened voice, shout out, "Find my kid, please! Find him!" As you hear the monster in the distance begins to roar once more.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, how does she look like?
He's just a young boy. Don't. As he falls, unmoving.
Okay. Hey, do you guys have magic stuff to like locate people?
Yeah, but we kind of need to know them.
What if you have an object?
That work too.
Well, we can search this woman for anything.
Oh, we know, but we
BT.
need. Yeah, we need to be able. We need to have just like the creature. We need to have seen that thing.
I'm still gonna search the woman's body, see if I can find a photo or something.
You don't find a photo per se, because photos are not exactly something common that everybody would have in this world. However, this person does have a locket, and the locket seems to be half of what, like, one of those locket where it can break in two, and two lockets can combine together. Basically, it's one of those. This one is in the shape of an egg, where she has the top half, the bottom half is missing.
All right, I'm gonna take the locket and. What if we have something that can scent? What if we turn into a dog or something? Smell the necklace, follow the trail.
Okay. I turned into a
If-
dog.
If we have a locate object, we can locate the other half of the medallion, no?
Could we?
Yeah, we can
Technically, yeah.
specify
If you
the
target,
other half of the medallion, yeah.
that's right, yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. So Ignis, you cast locate object, locating the other half of this pendant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost immediately, you are given a ping somewhere to the north of you. There is a path in the forest that you can follow, allowing you to head towards that direction.
All right. Is the woman dead?
The woman is most likely so. She's just eyes wide open, leaning against the side.
All right.
She also have a couple of like a bag containing like picnic tools, basically. Apparently, she's here for a picnic when this monster began attacking.
All right. I'm going to like take her hand, say, "We'll find him," and then we're gonna leave, I guess.
You turn around and begin rushing towards the woods in the direction where Ignis, hopefully you're leading, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys rush through the tree, in between the trees, trying to find a location where you finally arrive at a clearing of sorts. You know that the at the center of this clearing, you see there is a stone monument. Because as you can see, it's kind of like decorated with candles around the base of it and several flowers, flower fields scattered all around it. You feel the ping is coming from somewhere further beyond. But before you could even do anything, you hear the monster roar aloud once more. As you see from the nearby tree, a giant kind of white-furred gorilla-like creature leaps out from the nearby tree and perches on top of that stone monument as he just roars out at you. And a couple more from behind that stone monument, similar creatures begin to walk out, emerging from the tree, getting ready to do battle with you. What do you guys do?
Should a couple go find the kid and the rest fight him off?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Ignis, you have the spell. Take someone with you. I'm taking my swords out.
All right. So some of you getting ready your sword, some of them getting ready to run past them, but the spell will not make it easy for you. So I'm gonna need to everybody go ahead. Sorry, the monkeys are not gonna make it easy for you. I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Monkeys.
Monkeys indeed. Let me
I've heard of these things before. I remember them from Skyllian Roads.
Our first child.
Let me put yours in here. Party. Drop. So you guys would be somewhere back here. We can include these guys as well. Alright, go ahead, position yourself however you want in this particular area.
It's loading for me.
Yep, no worries. Oh, no.
I'm gonna go to whatever ape is closest to Ignis.
Alright, so...
Okay. And I need to go where?
You know the creature is somewhere behind. Your target is somewhere behind this stone monument.
Okay, I'll be.
Can you move your tokens here?
No.
You can't?
No.
You're
No.
not paused.
It's combat.
Oh, it's combat
turn.
turn, that's why. There you go.
I'll go like I tried to go around it or something.
Alright.
Wait, is it in this circle now?
I'm sorry?
If
In the
was
red circle?
In the red circle. You can position yourself within the red circle.
Oh,
The black circle is Besmetni's silence, or I don't know how to disable it.
Just right click on the radius, it should be disappeared. There you go. Okay, ready? Let's roll for initiative, guys.
Woohoo!
whoa! Look at that!
Are you okay?
I rolled really good for everybody.
Alright. Start of the initiative. Monkey Man number 1, who is going to...
Sorry, my initiative is just always so low.
Yeah, it's always so low for some reason.
Even though I'm like the most ready to fight.
Monkey over here is going to encircle you a little bit, rush over to the side. It's going to scoop its hand into the floor.
Oh no.
It kind of almost like freezes the ground in its hand, tosses this ice boulder in the direction of the most ready to fight, Kane.
No, I got it.
Ha-ha!
I got a BRB.
Face me, Monkey Man!
All right. First boulder flies over in your direction. That is a natural 20.
Can I uncanny dodge that?
Yes, you can. Halving the damage, you take only 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8? Okay.
Yeah. And second attack targets you. Make an attack. That is another hit. Can you take another 10 points of bludgeoning damage from the monkey? And third attack.
Bruh, how many
Third
boulders is this
one
guy
misses
throwing?
as is just scooping dirt from the floor, freezing it, and tosses it over in your direction more and more and more. That is the end of this monkey's turn, which brings over to Haley. Anybody want to play Haley?
I don't know what her stuff is.
No worries. I can go for it. Let's start for her. Let's go with her usual. Oh. She has command. She does not have command. In that case, she will go and let's go over to Kane. Grabs onto your shoulder, Kane, and you feel you feel almost at that moment the world begins to slow down. As you are suddenly filled with this insane energy. And that is the end of her turn as she just scurries away looking for cover. That is the end of her turn, bringing us over to Victoria. Victoria at this point targets... let's target the one that is perching up over there. She is going to be bait and shoots a bolt of divine energy from her palm. Her favorite spell. That is a hit as the monkey takes... really? 10 points of damage onto the monkey? Alright.
Oh!
And the monkey is now glowing, so the next attack will have advantage. And she will split off from everybody. Let's go here. Next in order. Makoa. Makoa will stay back at first. Rushes over towards the trees over here. And kind of pulls out his gun and readies his shot. Brings over to Artyom. What do you do, Artyom?
That's me. Well, this monkey up here is glowing, right?
That is correct.
I might as well disadvantage him by sprinting all the way up this rock.
Alright, kind of slide up the rock a little bit.
And then, seeing as he's glowing, I can see his weak spots. I'm gonna try to drive a sword right through his chest.
Alright, go ahead, roll to hit for me. With advantage.
Click clack, I roll to attack.
That is a hit. Go ahead, roll for damage, please.
That's a 1.
10
And
points.
I have
Wow.
a second attack. Hey,
Go ahead.
don't knock it, man. I'm trying not to.
17 this time does not hit as the monkey is able to leap out of the way, your sword crashing into the stone beneath that he's standing on.
And I'm gonna move right here with this mutiny.
Yep.
Bonus action. Second verse, same as the first. Going to attack.
Alright, go ahead. Roll to hit with a natural 1. At this time, however, the monkey sees that opportunity and is going to raise his fist to swing down on Besmertny, which does hit. Besmertny takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage from the monkey's fist.
Poor guy.
That is the end of Artyom's turn. Olea sees the situation here, looks around a little bit, figures out what's the best way, That's what the best way he can put effort in this battle and not doing much. He's gonna go over towards. Oh wait, no, you're. Yeah, sure, why not? That sounds fun. Okay, you're fast right now. And then suddenly you realize your shadow disappeared from your feet. Not just your shadow, your feet disappears. No, your entire body disappeared.
What?
1, 2,
Am I fast and invisible
3,
now?
4, 5, 6. Yes, you are.
People are just casting spells on me and running away.
That's right, yes. Why waste effort when you can do a ton of job just by you? Next in order is J5. Anybody want to play J5? No.
Weirdly enough, I don't know how to play J5.
Alright.
I think he's gonna go up and help R2 with that second guy, make sure he doesn't get flanked.
Let's see. 1, 2. J5 has just enough movement speed to run over towards this guy over here. And let's just swing with his green flame blade. That's his usual thing. Make an attack. Single attack. Normal. That's a hit. Dealing 14 points of damage plus the green flame blade, which deals 10, 18. 18 plus 5 is 23. 23 plus 14 is 37 points of damage on the monkey that's next to him. And that will be his turn, bringing over to the big monkey over here, who, well, you're already here, so it's just going to... Yeah, let's do that. The creature over here, seeing that you guys are kind of cornered up around him, is going to lean back on the stone, inhale a lot, and as he exhales, instead of similar ice powers like the monkey to the right is kind of producing, this one seems to be just letting out a cone of flame, burning out the fields and the two of you that is directly in front of it.
Elemental monkeys.
So I'm gonna need the three of you to go ahead and make me dexterity saving throws, please.
30 saving throw, no. Whoa.
30, that is a success. Roll for Besmertny as well. Alright, so all three of you succeeded. I'm assuming both of you use your reaction since it's a dexterity saving throw to no damage it. But Besmertny will still take 45, half that to a 22 points of fire damage from Besmertny. That is the end of his turn, which brings over to Ignis. What do you do, Ignis?
She said if she's not back yet, she wants to use Chunchenmaro to teleport closer to the ping.
Okay, alright. So she moves around 1, 2, 3, teleports over here, and then continues running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be her movement. As she does so, going around the monkey, trying to figure out where the kid is, she would realize that the ping is no longer pointing behind the statue. It's actually pointing not behind the statue, but towards the statue. Towards the stone monument at the center of this field right now.
Strange, but okay.
Which brings us over to Kane's turn. What do you do, Kane?
Alright, I guess the primate that's not engaged, the ice one to the right, I'm gonna go engage it. And I'm gonna do some booming blade.
Alright, go ahead, make an attack with advantage because you are invisible.
Do I make the attack with the booming blade or the sword?
With the sword. Attack with advantage with the sword. $29 does indeed hit. Go ahead, roll for damage, please. Sneak attack and booming blade. 10 plus sneak attack, a booming blade. 39 in total plus booming blade.
Did that not roll for damage for booming blade?
That's the
I
sneak
see, I
attack.
see.
That's the sneak attack. And 18. So total, because there's the willing movement minus 5, 13. So 13 plus 39 is 52 points of damage onto the monkey over here.
Dude doesn't see anything, and then he just suddenly gets hit.
Yeah, exactly. He gets hit and poof, like a sonic boom almost pushes him back a little bit, and he's ready to retaliate. But he doesn't see where you are. He's kind of confused where the attack is coming from as you remain invisible.
Ha! Ha! Nice.
This monkey over here sees that Ignis is going around there, is going to... Actually, no, not focus. He's not focusing on this. He's going to focus continuously on the guy in front of him. J5, and he will begin to swing his fists.
All according to Keikaku.
2, 3.
Translators note: Keikaku means plan.
The monkey tries to swing at J5, but J5 just tanks the whole thing. The first one, he barely flinches. Second one, no reaction at all. The third one managed to push J5 a little bit backwards as he takes 10 points of damage. And that is the end of that monkey's turn, which brings over to the big monkey on the left side here. Seeing that you guys are bunched up, is going to move up here and is going to inhale and exhale a cone of ice that shoots out in front of it.
Wait, he moved?
He moved. He takes another 4d8, please. Kane, go ahead, roll 4d8 for me.
Got it.
Another 21 points of damage onto the monkey. Before he could even react, he accidentally lets out that cone of cold that hits Kane and also Victoria. Both of you go ahead, make me dexterity saving throw, please.
Worth it.
Victoria failed. Kane?
What did she roll?
Nat 20.
Her dice is a 12.
I'll flash her.
He'll flash her. That causes her to succeed. Both of you only take 15 points of damage. Actually, Kane,
What?
you don't take any damage at all.
Yeah. I was gonna say I
Because
took not
dexterity
20
save.
that shit.
Yeah. So behind the tree, Victoria hides behind it as the cold kind of freezes some parts of her body. Kane, on the other hand, just does a limbo, just flat on the floor now as the cone of cold shoots over him, missing him completely. That is the end of the monkey's turn, which brings over to Haley. So, Ignis, just as a recap, as you're running around the stone trying to figure out where the kid is, you realize your what you call your locate object is not pointing towards behind the stone, is actually pointing towards the stone. Even right now, when you've gonna run, it's now pointing back towards the stone right now.
Do I see anything?
You walked around 360. You walk around the stone. You do not see a kid.
Underneath the stone?
Maybe you need to lift the stone to see.
Oh my god.
Is the kid a monkey?
Is the kid in the stone?
Does any of the monkeys have a locket or something?
You get go ahead roll perception check for me because you didn't use your action just now. So go ahead roll perception check for me.
Perception.
21. You would notice the monkey that Artyom has fighting does have a locket around its neck.
Artyom, that monkey's probably the child!
Cranes his head back. What do you want me to do about it?
Don't kill it!
I mean, that's a fair point. It's just like, okay. And?
And Haley's turn now, seeing that you guys now know that one is the kid, possibly, is going to shoot an energy bolt not at the kid but at the one that Kane is fighting. misses it as it whizzes by Kane's ear. As she shouts, "Sorry!" She hides behind a tree. That's the end of her turn. Next in order is Victoria. Sees that. Oh, okay, good. I'm not killed. Wait, that's the one that I shot. Oops, my bad. She takes out a guiding bolt again and takes a shot to the one that Kane is fighting now. Actually, no. Let's shot at the one that J5 is fighting. And she misses it with a nat 1. The bolt whizzes past as she curses herself. Damn it. Makoa, I forgot about his reaction. Seeing that you guys are now within melee range, Makoa's gonna shoot at the monkey that you're fighting. Artyom. That's it. Gonna shoot the monkey, the Artyom. Shoot pistol. Attack. With no, does not get advantage. So the reaction is a miss, but on his turn he will steady aim and shoot. That is a hit, dealing 12 points plus sneak attack 26. So a total of 38 points of damage onto the monkey that Artyom's fighting. Next in order is Artyom. As the bullet whizzes by you, embeds itself in the kid/monkey's shoulder, the one that breathes fire. What do you do?
I'll have a very hard time coming to terms with not being able to hit him very hard. So in lieu of that, I will hit him very hard. I'll keep attacking with melee, non-lethally.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Because I'm kind and polite like that. So it's a blunt side of the sword, just 2 strikes.
Gotcha. That's a nat 20 on that.
Oh, I'm gonna
Arcane Jolt
that. Yeah. So situational bonus.
That's basically Artificer Smite, isn't it?
It is. Just weaker, but cooler. Yeah.
That is 63 points
Kane,
of damage.
Look, Kane.
Yeah.
I'm the rogue now.
Oh, hush. That was really cool, though.
You see the monkey coming over in your direction, so you can. How does this attack look actually?
Well, imagine after Ignis tells him it's the kid, so he should try to use softer blows. He takes on this like kind of duelist stance, and as the monkey advances, he's gonna bring the sword around, and with the flat side of the sword just brings it down like a whip across the monkey's face.
Across the monkey's face, as it leans to the side, falls down onto the floor a little bit, now looking a little bit more scared of you. That's the end of your turn?
I have my second attack.
Oh, fuck. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm imagining it's the equivalent of like a primary school teacher whapping you with a ruler.
Exactly that, yeah.
That look of stunned, like, what just happened? I'm sorry.
It's gonna bring the sword around for another. Stepping forward this time to
Go ahead.
gain height advantage as the monkey falls back.
That's another hit. Go ahead, roll
Can
for
you
damage,
imagine
please.
if it was another crit?
I know. That'd be amazing. 11 points of damage onto the monkey as he staggers back even more.
And
Rage
as he
machine
thinks
bit
it's
mini.
over. Bonus action, definitely. Same thing.
Sick 'em.
Okay, it's a d20 plus. It's a 12 plus stuff. I don't know why it broke.
Yeah.
It's a plus 13, so 25.
25 is a hit, so go ahead, roll for damage, please.
Okay.
7 points of damage onto the monkey. Alright, it is not looking well. Olea, at the back there, sees that Kane has that one handled and Artyom has the other one handled. He will maintain that invisibility and just go with a spiritual weapon. Summons it to spawn right next to the one that J5 is fighting, allowing it to attack. That is a hit, dealing 9 points of damage. And he follows it up with a loud gong. No. I think he has it. Yeah, he heard a loud gong as he casts Toll the Dead as well. The monkey tries to resist, however, the loud bell is loud, too loud, in fact, as he takes... Roll for damage. Hello. Not working. Alright. 40-12. 24 points of damage on that attack. That is the end of his turn. J5. He second verse, same as the first. Swings his axe.
I'd argue he might want to finish the one monkey off because of
Finish the dying monkey?
his turn coming up. Yeah.
Okay, alright. So J5
Non-lethally.
will squeeze in the same space. That's a hit, dealing 15 points of damage onto the monkey non-lethally. With the fire though, J5... J5 deals an additional 16 points of damage, which causes the monkey to fall down unconscious on there, and he kind of steps back a little bit. As the monkey falls down unconscious, you can see the body begins to shift a little bit, transforms into a small kid that is lying unconscious, bruised on top of that stone.
Are they all kids?
Oh shit, are they?
I don't know.
Are they polymorphed or something? Or are they cursed?
Which brings over to Ignis.
That's
What do you
magic
do?
shit. I don't know magic.
I'm gonna dispel magic on him.
Dispel magic on him? Go ahead, roll me a wisdom check for me, please.
Wisdom check.
Yep.
Come on.
20. With a 20, you can see the monkey over here who is getting ready to retaliate to J5 suddenly into cloud of mist. And the misty energy kind of swims around the floor and returns back to the kid. This monkey is gone.
They're all part of the kid!
Which brings over... That's your action? Bonus action movement, anything?
I'm gonna go closer to the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any more action, so I'm just gonna get a head start on checking on the kid.
Alright. Kane, you hear Ignis shouting from the distance, "They're all part of the kid!" What do you do?
Fuck. How bad does the one I'm fighting look?
Halfway there, it's kind of bleeding in two different places and limping a little bit.
All right, blunt force knockout it is.
Alright, go ahead, roll to hit with your sneak attack. Okay, use
Roll
your
to
booming
hit.
blade still, yeah.
Yeah.
28 does hit. Go ahead, roll for damage, please.
I'm gonna go for non-lethal.
Yep. 10 plus booming blade. 25 plus 32, 57 plus 10, 67 points of damage onto this monkey. And it ain't even a crit.
I just want them to lie down for a bit.
The monkey is looking significantly weak now, as it is now going to action disengage and begin to run off. 1, 2,
Ah, no!
3, 4, 5, 6,
No!
7, 8. And that will be his turn, which brings over to Haley.
Haley, dispel the kid!
Haley is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit! It's dark! I can't see it!
God damn it! Human eyes!
Victoria is gonna run over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the hell? Where is it? Victoria kind of looks around, moving around the trees, trying to find it, dashing a bit more. 1, 2. Oh, okay, found it now. Bringing over
You don't have
to.
to see it. You can just.
Wait, you don't have to see to dispel magic?
No.
Okay. Targets to dispel magic.
Yeah, that is correct. It's just an effect within range.
Okay. Targets somewhere in front there, trying to target the monkey as she rolls wisdom check. She rolled a 23, causing the monkey to disappear, and the mist of what the monkey was returns back to the kid that is now lying unconscious on the stone pedestal.
Oh my god, check the kid! Check the kid!
The kid is unconscious, battered and bruised, on the edge of death, basically. But is stabilized, is not dying or anything, because Artio managed to show some mercy, so to speak. So what now?
I'm gonna wake him up
Mm-hmm.
by curing his wounds.
All right. You cure the wounds as the kid begins to shake awake, and she kind of looks around, looks at you with a scared look, seeing, Mama?
Oh, are you okay?
No.
Is he a young the mama was what again? Like race?
The mom was a human, so is the kid.
Okay.
Actually, no, the kid is actually a half-elf. Let's go with that.
Okay. It's still possible. I have anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what happened? What's your name?
I don't know. Name is...
Oh, of course.
Okay. Do you know where my mom is?
Your mom's sleeping.
Oh.
Don't tell him that.
Okay. Do you know where she is? Can you bring me to her?
Well, can you tell me what happened first?
I don't know.
How did you become an ape?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Does that have something to do with this statue?
What statue?
What's that? The stone?
You guys mentioned the statue, the stone in the clearing, or?
Oh yeah, the stone is just a stone monument. Not sure what it is, but.
Your mom told us to keep you safe.
But I want to see my mom.
Kane's gonna go back to the mom.
Uh-huh.
You said she had a picnic bag. Is there like a blanket in there?
That is correct. There is.
I'm going to lay the blanket over, like covering her bottom half.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna weekend at Bernie's?
No. I'm just thinking if we reunite them, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Is she dead?
I'm sorry?
Is she dead? Like, is she still like there, or is she dead?
She's dead
by now.
She's dead by now.
Okay. I'm gonna like close her eyes up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That way, if we do bring the kid back, okay, everything's like a little better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not gonna be quite as horrifying. I'm saying if we do that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna head back to the clearing where everyone else is.
Where's my mom? I want to see my mom. As she begins to like give out a tantrum, basically. At that point, you realize his face starts to get redder and redder. You can see his fangs start to like grow out longer and longer.
Okay. If we'll bring you to see your mom, you just need to calm down.
Persuasion check. Charisma check.
God damn it! Oh no!
Oh my god.
What would G5 doing? He's so
G5 is updating software right now. She pushes you. No, I want to find my mom. As the kid begins to run off in the complete opposite direction, running
Then
over in this
Artyom's gonna
direction.
take it by the hand before it gets too far.
Grabs him by
I
the
like you're
hand.
referring to as it. It.
Because Rain is inconsistent. He's been saying she and he back and forth.
is
I don't know
true.
what it is.
He
Yeah.
is. Rain is doing that. I
That is
don't
right.
know if it's a young.
That's fair.
Must be a boy.
So Artyom grabs Le Creatura and
Oh my god.
leads it to where Kane is, where the body of the mother is.
Alright. Artyom, you lead him right there. At first, he resisted, actually trying to pry off your arms from him. And as he does so, you can feel that he's slowly getting stronger and stronger with each attempt. As you see his face starting to turn redder, and you can see fangs begin to start to protrude on the side of his mouth there. What do you
I'll
do?
reassure him and say, "Your mother is right this way. Calm down."
Charisma check.
Just charisma.
Yep, just charisma. He's not really listening to you. Just see your vibe.
Okay, wait. We have faith inspiration. Why are we not using it?
Okay.
I'll fucking do it again.
All right.
There we go.
With a 24, the kid kind of stops for a bit and not necessarily trusting you, but letting you to kind of bring him to where the mother is. You bring it over down, trying to avoid showing the trail of blood, and down here where there is a small stone kind of structure, there is the unconscious woman, and Kane standing aside just after covering the bottom half of the mom. Kid rushes over, runs over towards the mom, hugs her by the waist. Mom! And you kind of notice something. You're cold. Kind of pulls the body, pulls the
Shit.
blanket up so that it covers her mom properly, and then gives the mom a proper hug. And even at that point, you can see the kid seems to know that something is wrong, because the breathing, instead of getting softer, it gets heavier and almost ragged even. But at that point, you can see the two of them reunited together begins to glow for a bit, and the two of them begin to meld into one single form, as what rests in between them, instead of the two of them, instead is replaced with just a single statue depicting a young dragonborn kid with fur on various parts, kind of like on his waist, near his shoulder. Yeah, an image of a young kid.
A young what?
Oh,
It's a
you
dragon.
did it.
A dragonborn kid, that's correct.
I turned to Victoria. Does this make any sense with what you've gone through at the arc?
Not really.
Mm.
We more had to deal with the creatures of within the forest itself. That was the main challenge of it. Not exactly about taking care of kids, especially monkey transforming kids.
Wait a minute.
What?
This kid. That's why it's so familiar. This is one of the terrors. Do you guys remember when we found this one I turned to my party? Remember that kid who wanted my book so much?
Artyom's gonna slowly nod his head and say, "I thought the same thing."
So, do you think these are going to have origins? The terrors?
Maybe.
These 6 doors?
Maybe. We know what's his name? Amimaloa is a terror, and he was an acquaintance, no, a friend of the 12. We know his origin story somewhat. But why? This is the kid story. Okay, this is weird. What is this kid anyway? I look at the statue.
The statue is the statue of a kid. It's kind of weird because dragonborns don't usually have hair.
Yeah.
Often it's more like scales or like attachments or like wigs, basically, you know? So maybe this kid is just wearing wigs. It's possible.
But all over his body.
It's not all over his body. It's a little. It's got like a large tuft on his shoulder and also around his waist.
Okay.
So, grabbing the statue, you have what you needed, what you came for. You guys begin making your way out, and as you go out, the door closes behind you and locks. You have the statue. I'm assuming you place it into the painting.
Yeah.
And as you do so, the painting begins to complete, to form the image of a female elf, tall, massive, trying to give a bath to this dragonborn kid, who is refusing to take a bath. Regardless, Alpha is doing her best to make sure the kid cleans himself up. And that is another painting completed.
How did the kid? How did the kid become what we know today? The poor kid. Oh no. Oh, so much questions, and J5 is missing it. Okay.
Well, it
so-
seems to me like his software is just about done updating, so I'm sure within the next few moments we'll be able to talk to him again.
But for now, as you ponder the question about how the kid got here and how does the kid relate to the 12, that's where we're going to end our session today. As you figure out more, a session here, and we'll see you guys next week for more Paragon Lost and Arc of the 12. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.